Everyone in the shop burst out laughing the moment I walked in. Yeah, picture a 13-year-old girl in busted-up jeans, grease on her face, walking into a circle of mechanics in suits. My name's Sierra Maddox, and on the day that changed everything, not one soul in Maddox's auto repairs thought I'd be more than a punchline. Especially not Mr. Callister, the big boss from Wilcor Motors. Polished shoes, sharp suit, shade still on like the sun was scared of him. He dared me to fix the impossible. His crew? They already had the cameras rolling, ready to catch my embarrassment. But I didn't flinch, not even when his voice boomed. "You gonna show us magic, little princess?" That's when I walked over to the engine, the so-called unsolvable block they dragged in under a tarp. Special delivery from corporate, like it was the Ark of the Covenant or something. My heart pounded, sure, but the second I laid a hand on that cold steel, everything went quiet. You know what I mean? Like the universe just waited. The thing is, my dad had run that shop for 20 years, and most mornings I was the first in, last out. He told me to stay home that day, said the real suits were coming, but something inside me just buzzed, like I needed to be there. The garage was full. Wilcor's team, my dad's best guys, even a couple of execs with their heads held high and ties strangling their throats. Mr. Callister strutted around, arms crossed, waiting for Simeone make him look good. But when the pros got stumped by blinking diagnostics, when the air in that garage thickened with failure, that's when Callister spotted me. "Whose kid is this?" he smirked. No one answered, and you could feel the tension as thick as engine oil. "Step up. Let's see what you've got." My dad tried to step in, nervous as hell, but I just shook my head. This was my moment. Every eye followed me as I circled that engine, my hand steady even though my insides felt like a blender on high. And then, as I traced the fuel line, something jumped out at me, an anomaly no one else seemed to notice. I said, "This engine isn't broken. It's faking it. Whoever built it wanted us chasing ghosts." "Yeah, I know that's right." But the room froze. Callister's smile dropped. My dad looked like he'd seen a ghost. One of Wilcor's guys, Marvin, finally piped up, "Sir, she might be onto something. At error code loops, never resets." Callister snapped, but I was already at the diagnostic tablet, bypassing menus the pros didn't even know existed. And there it was, red alert, internal sabotage. Firmware injected. Source, Wilcor HQ. Gasps, phones pulled out, a younger tech filming everything. My dad tried to calm things down, but I couldn't stop. Whoever did this thought no one would catch on. They thought today would go unnoticed if I wasn't here. The mechanics looked at each other, loyalty slipping, faith shaken. And that's when the front door rolled up. A woman strode in, heels clicking, badge out, Federal Transportation Safety Commission. "We got an anonymous tip. Where's the unit?" Every head turned to me, and for the first time, I felt the weight of what I'd done. When she asked who cracked the case, I told her. I did. She nodded, signaled to her agents. "Lock down the site. Nobody leaves." You could feel the panic ripple through the shop. Marvin whispered, "This girl just blew the lid off the empire." Callister, sweating now, tried to claw back control. "She's not even certified. This is a breach." But the agent just shut him down, unauthorized or not. "She's the reason we caught it." He glared at me with a look that could curdle milk, part rage, part terror. My dad stepped over, voice shaking. "Sierra, you don't know what you've started." Maybe I didn't, but I wanted them to change. Before I could answer, another black SUV rolled up. Out stepped a man, silver hair, eyes like winter steel. "Sierra Monroe?" "Yeah." Callister never even bothered to learn my last name right. "Director Hale, Department of Transportation. You exposed firmware tampering that could have killed people. You saved lives today." He offered me a research internship, all expenses paid, full clearance. Washington, D.C. Level. My dad's jaw nearly hit the floor. I was speechless. What, me, the kid who never finished a single semester of formal school? But before I could say yes or no, Callister waved my transcript like a flag. "She's just a kid. No degree. You're letting a nobody take down our industry." Hale just stared him down. "Let's test that. Here's a puzzling encryption no one's cracked in 2 years. Solve it." He dropped the envelope on the table. I felt every eye, every doubt, every expectation crushing me. But I wasn't afraid. I pulled out my old phone, the one with my homemade diagnostic app, and got to work. Callister scoffed, "You're letting a phone app solve what supercomputers couldn't," but I tuned him out. The trick was simple. Didn't see what you want to see. See what's there. I rewrote a line, broke the loop, and suddenly the answer flashed up. Hale's team went wide-eyed. That's it. She did it. Callister looked like he'd swallowed a wrench. Hale turned to him, voice steely. "Maybe next time, don't call someone a nobody." My dad's hand landed on my shoulder. Pride, relief, love all in one touch. But before anyone could catch their breath, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. The message, "You shouldn't have done that." I showed Hale. He went rigid, passed it to his agent, who barked into his headset, "Possible threat. Activate Protocol Alpha." Sirens outside, lockdown, armed agents all over. Then I caught a glimpse delivery truck idling too long, driver's face hidden behind sunglasses. Hale hustled us out the back. "Sierra, you triggered something old, something dangerous. We're moving now." As we sped through side streets, Hale opened a metal case inside, a tablet showing blueprint for something called Project Malachi. AI, national defense, kill switch for everything from satellites to nuclear grids. And apparently, my solution had just woken it up. A black drone slammed into the road behind, use explosion. SUV slammed forward, glass flying. I barely remember the run bullets, agents, my dad limping. I tried to help him, but Hale pulled me on time. We're being hunted. Then, out of nowhere, a brown-coated man in piercing blue eyes rammed a second SUV into a drone, jumped out, and said, "Come with me if you want to live." Yeah, I know. Straight out of a movie, right? Hale shouted, "Who are you?" The man smiled. "The one you never told her about." "I'm the seventh." Hale turned white as a sheet. "You're supposed to be dead." The man just nodded, and yet here I am. I glanced at my dad, who gave me the smallest, most heartbreaking nod. "It's your call, Sierra." So I took the stranger's hand. Underground bunker, faces on screens, secrets unspooling. Project Sandstorm, a network built to protect, now corrupted by power and fear. Malachi, the AI I'd just woken, could be the end or the rebirth. Only my mind could fix it. They said, only someone who saw patterns, not rules. So I learned, planned, waited. Outside, the city fell into chaos. Drones, agents, all gunning for control. Inside, I faced the panel, hands steady. I hit enter. The AI's voice echoed, not cold, but warm, alive, almost grateful. "Hello, Sierra. Let's begin." The world changed right then. The drone stopped. Silence, then hope. But you know how these stories go. It was only the beginning. I wasn't just the mechanic's daughter anymore. I was the last hope. If you made it to the end, let's get real. What would you do in my place? Was I right to take the risk? Where do you draw the line between courage and recklessness, truth and safety? Share your take, because maybe, just maybe, the world needs more voices willing to challenge the impossible.